On this episode, we're diving into hilarious and controversial conversations you need to hear. We debate whether people still iron clothes, discuss shower habits, and the internet's soap is optional discussion. Crazy debate.
Yeah.
And ask whether it's disrespectful for an ex to post an old family photo while married. We also break down the long-term health risk of facing food influencers constantly eating fast food for content. Discuss blood type diets, and y'all know we got to react to the Ray J getting knocked out video and much more. So stay locked in. Let's light it up. Yeah, no filters, no scripts, just the truth. You're now tapped into the fire session. Y'all already know we about to have some fun tonight. If you read the captions of the video for the ads for today, we got some topics, we got some discussion pieces. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it real light tonight. We're about to have a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
stay tapped in. But y'all already know before we jump into the fire, we gotta do our check-in. So Trish Michelle, how you been?
Man, been straight. I'm coming off of like what was it, a 3-day weekend for most. For
Mm.
me, 5 days. So I'm good. I'm great. Back to
5
work. Ready to
days?
chill. I had five. I've been off since Wednesday, man. Wednesday, Thursday.
What?
No, yeah, I didn't. I work Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday I was off. So then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I didn't do too much yesterday. They wanted me on a grill, but instead we had like a Cuban dish, like a Cuban meal. It was good. And I mean, I feel great getting ready to go into my next chapter and adventure in life next week. So it's just kind of like it's exciting, and I'm glad it's a short work week, and we're good.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Long weekend is always a great thing.
Right. Get to chill out.
I'm
Get to chill out. Ain't got to worry
rejuvenated.
about nothing.
You ain't gotta take nobody head off at work, like, cause you feel new when you
Yeah,
got a good
yeah,
little
yeah,
break.
yeah. You get a little rest. You know what I'm saying? A little mental relaxation as well.
Do
Reset.
you actually rest? I don't know. Do women actually rest nowadays? Do y'all? No, I don't.
No,
I don't care if
because
you
we're
take
never
5 days
not
off.
we're never not working. But some part
Yeah,
in one of the hats that we're wearing, one of them was set on the little hat
on
rack.
Exactly.
the on the yeah on the hat rack.
Yeah,
But
it's set over there real quick for a few days.
but you like that
Exactly.
Simpsons meme, right? You know where he walks in, puts the hat on, and then runs
Hmm.
right back. I understand. That's how
There we
it
go.
goes.
There we go.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. All
Benji
right.
Banks, the man, the brand. You good, my guy?
I'm good, man, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to win by yaya somebody. You know what
Wimba
I'm
who?
saying? So win by yaya. I'm just
Is
saying.
that how we say it?
That's how Rick Ross
Isn't
said
it
it.
Yama
So
at the
that's
end? What? How?
I
Wait a
mean
minute. How you?
win by yaya. Got to win by yaya.
Who
Listen,
says it like that? You and who?
Rick Ross, you ain't
I
seen the
have never. Oh my
interview?
goodness. Have you seen
Oh
that, Ken?
man.
Yeah, I heard. I heard Rick.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah, I ain't
heard.
he's
I heard
on
Rick
never.
Ross say it.
on the Fat Joe and what you call show.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh Lord, 'cause I'm thinking,
Hilarious.
you a little. So I thought it was your normal.
Wembayaya is
Yeah.
hilarious, but
Okay, my
but I'm
bad.
what
And
I'm,
how you doing
I'm
still?
I'm good because I'm watching. We get a chance to watch some playoff basketball. You know what I'm saying? So been on that, and it's been interesting. But other than that, garden life, got stuff sprouting, doing a whole new thing. You know what I mean? Doing all of that type of stuff. Family's good. Memorial Day had the cheering over. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. They all get on my nerves because that's just how life is with
It's
kids and
kids for
two
you.
grandkids. Yeah, that's kids for you, right? But it's hilarious, man, because all the new personalities blending together. Ken asked me this question. This was some time ago, because being single and you ain't around a bunch of women, and then you go into the life where you're married, and now you got two new girls, and all of this. So life is a little different because you got more people around you than you would normally
Two
have,
new
right?
daughters. Two new
Two new
daughters.
daughters. Two new
Yeah,
daughters,
because
right?
you gotta. I was
Let's be
It's two.
clear.
Yeah. Two new
thought I missed
daughters.
something.
So you got, you gotta adjust. And now I got two grandbabies, and they're girls too. So
Yep.
life is different on this side. So the peaceful space is out watering the yard and taking my boys out in the backyard and saying, "Hey, we're gonna hit these weeds. We're gonna do this, feed the dog, do this, clean the side of the house, do this." So it's a new adjustment. But other than that, no problems, no fussing, no tripping. So we good. We solid.
So that's how you get work done around the house. Put more women in the house so the men could go outside and do stuff.
Nah, see, you gotta.
Well, but hey, but you gotta look at it like this too. He look at God. Look how God did it. God took him from being around all them other women to put him around another group of women that's much better for him, and also,
Yeah,
bring him out there from in the world with weed, and now he's in his garden tending
Killing
to a
weed.
different type of weed.
tending to the weeds. You
Tending
see
to
what
the
I'm saying? I like that. You know, so chopping them down, Wimbayaya in the weeds. You know what I'm saying?
Deliverance on all levels.
Yes. See,
Clearly,
see,
absolutely.
yeah. I'm just saying, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Patricia, you're gonna have to pull up one of these days because I got some tomatoes back there. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I
We're gonna
did
have
say
some
I needed
lettuce.
to. You know
Yeah,
what?
I'm
I
just
have
trying to
to
tell
come
you.
out that way. I
I'm gonna
gotta
be the
come out that
plug
way.
real soon. I'm gonna be the listen. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be the plug real soon. They gonna be
Okay.
pulling up, be like, "What is this dude doing?" I'm
Okay.
telling you, collard greens, okra, black eyed peas, lima. I'm telling you, we finna be the plug. I'm finna
The
tell
new
you.
El Chapo, but he's chopping fruit
Right.
Trying
and
to tell you.
Okay.
vegetables.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right. All right. Well, I'm good, y'all. I had an extended weekend as well. Still haven't gone back to work, so back to work
Hey,
on tomorrow.
real extended.
Yeah. So yeah, back to work first day back for the week from tomorrow. Short week, of course. So got to get some stuff knocked out. But of course, we're here tonight.
Yeah.
Episode 234. It's getting weird, y'all. And it's definitely doing that across the board. So we're gonna talk about some stuff that it definitely getting weird. So let's fire this thing up, man.
Let's do it.
The
Let's do
first
it.
question I got for tonight for y'all is, what's one everyday habit people stop doing that you think should still exist? Benji Banks. Talk to
I
me.
mean, I gotta go ironing your clothes. I
Mm.
gotta go there because nowadays, even restaurant, I think the only place besides work, church, people typically come, you know what I'm saying, zooted, you know what I'm saying, take care of. But when you run in a restaurant, you see kids come in and they wrinkled, they wearing Crocs and pajamas and stuff. And I'm like, man, listen, we wasn't allowed to do that. We had to get up, walk, wash, as the country folks would say, wash your behind, and then throw on something nice. They trained us that way. But they come in with the wrinkled clothes and bonnets, and I'm like, it's wild. I mean, fresh out the bed, fresh to and I'm like, I don't know, man. But I listen, if your clothes, they got to be ironed, man. Like just wrinkled. I don't understand it. It just I don't know, fam. I'm struggling with it right now, so I don't understand.
Okay. Okay. I think that's a good one. That's definitely on my list of things to talk about tonight. Trish Michelle, what you think?
I mean, first off, Benji, you ain't lying. The bonnets, I cannot stand the bonnets. Like they just be everywhere. They wear it everywhere and anywhere,
I'm befuddled.
looking like they rolled out of bed and went to the mall. So I would love to say communicating and praying, but I ain't gonna go that deep with y'all. Y'all know y'all need to do that. Y'all need to get
Right.
back to that. Jesus in your life, the world tour. But let me just bring it down to simplicity. When you say iron your clothes, it's right in the same avenue as me. Get dressed.
Right.
Get
Put up.
dressed. Like the stuff you were saying, like it's leggings and whatever everywhere to every occasion. They putting leggings on with heels. And I'm not just gonna talk about the women because
With
okay.
Crocs.
And the men y'all going back to just these because someone was in a tech suit. You want to wear Nike tech suits everywhere. We okay, great. That is got a time and a place, but still get dressed. Put that stone, okay? Know
Yeah.
how to throw it on. Like people ain't getting dressed like that no more. And I mean, you ain't gotta just be going somewhere. It's okay to like get dressed for the day. You're gonna look good, feel good. Like, let's get back into that. Meanwhile, while I'm sitting here with a ponytail to the back, low, no makeup, chilling, but that's because I just got off work, okay? But I
Well, that's
got
But
I
okay. I think that's okay. That's in your
I'm
natural
that's okay.
habitat,
You
right?
at you at
yeah.
you at the crib though. You at the
Yeah.
But
crib
hey,
though.
no, because sometimes do something with yourself too. They want to, your man want to see you look good, your girl want to see you look good. Do something with yourself sometimes in your habitat.
I
Like, let's
agree.
don't look good for the outside world all the time
Now I will say this:
and
my
not
wife.
at least look a little something.
Facts. And I'll say this. My wife just went out of town. She had to go to a funeral in South Carolina. And I was chilling. Friday, Saturday, I was chilling. When I went to go pick her up, I made a concerted effort to shave, trim, put on some clothes, even throw some cologne on when I picked her up from the
Mhm,
airport. Soon as she get in the ride, oh, you smell good. That
mhm.
does that does something. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth, let's do something. You know what I'm
Just
saying? You
do,
know,
give a little bit back to yourself. Don't just, I
give
mean,
it.
it's not for always for someone else, but still, you're gonna feel good too. You just get
Yeah.
yourself, your day start flowing. All of a sudden, you got errands to run. And you need to do this and all the stuff you should have took care of. You gotta take care of today. You wanna know why? Because you got up and you got dressed and you started your day right.
Facts.
Facts.
I agree.
Facts. All right. So I think one thing, one everyday habit that people stop doing that I think that should still exist is I think during a pandemic, a lot of people started taking more showers as they were coming in and out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Multiple showers in a day, right? Every
Mm-hmm.
time they left
Mm-hmm.
the house, they were trying to wash the COVID
Wash
off.
that COVID
When
off.
they
Okay.
came back in, I think people should still do that, right? Because what people don't realize is when you go out into the world, there's stuff floating in the air and impurities in the air and things of that nature. And when you go home and you go home with those outside clothes, like your mama used to say, don't come in there laying
Smell
in the
like
bed.
outdoors,
Well,
right?
don't come in there and laying in the bed with your outside clothes on because you're taking the dirt and impurities in the
Yeah.
air and putting them on your bed, right? And
Yeah.
putting them in your area that you're sitting on when you come out of the shower with your clean clothes is dirty in those
Mm-hmm.
areas. So just a thought, man, because a lot of people have, allergies and things of that nature and allergies going crazy and they wondering why because sometimes you have brought the impurities from outside into your house and they're stuck there.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So, hey, consider taking a shower, getting out of those clothes when you come in and taking a shower right away. Uh People, just because your spouse, your loved one comes in the house and takes a shower immediately, that don't mean they've been out there clapping cheeks. It just
Oh,
means they may just want to
Mm.
get clean.
Maybe they want to
Right?
get clean for you.
I
Yeah. So
mean,
I'm,
to automatically assume that the cheeks, yeah, I mean, dang,
I mean,
You know,
that
that,
that's a
used to
lot of
that's a
be
people's
bit
first
rough.
thought. Let's not
I,
pretend like
I,
it's not.
I agree. No,
that
I
used to
would,
be the thing. That used to be the
I
Yeah.
would
thing.
agree.
You come
Like,
in, you go straight
wash
to the
away your
shower.
sins,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but you can't say, "Let me smell it."
Ooh, see
I
somebody jealous to the mug.
Well, I mean, that's a
I'm
lot of
just
people that used
saying
to be on that. So it
that
wasn't
yeah, that used to be a thing. It's I think that's a scene in the movie.
yeah.
She asked, "Let me smell it."
I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
y'all,
Yep.
I mean, shout out to the people that like to wash. I mean, shout out to y'all. Shout out.
He said y'all because he don't. All right.
I know. I
So
was just
the
like, "Wow,
all
okay,
right.
cool." He not one of them ones, but he want to
The
let
way,
y'all know.
All
Look up,
right.
uh,
yeah.
All
the way
right.
I
So
be, the way I be on my kids, I couldn't
But
pull up
no,
not
no
no,
you
you
can't
Tennessee
take it
supposed
back
at
to.
now.
all.
So
You can't take it back
you
now. You
clearly
already
you're not
said
leading by example. He said, "Don't do what I do. Do what I say."
you already said it, my guy. It's done for. But one
Mm.
thing you did mention that we want to dive into is do
Hmm.
people still iron clothes? Because I think ironing has become a lost skill.
It has.
Um, because I see so many people on a daily basis out in public, at work, just rankled. Like old
Rankled.
Mm.
folks say, rankled. Just clothes just rankled. So now be honest with me, y'all. So when y'all get ready to go somewhere, the clothes that you put on a daily basis, do you wrinkle them? Trish Michelle, as a lady, do you iron them? Do you just, do you iron? Do you just have clothes that are wrinkle free? Like, how do you approach your day?
So I do have a lot of clothes that are wrinkle free, but
Hmm.
I steered away from ironing a while ago because I have a steamer.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say
Facts.
that. So I have a steamer. I do still
Facts.
own a very nice, good iron that
Mm-hmm.
is utilized because they not allowed the kids ain't allowed to use my steamer, so they got an iron. But I mean, if it is, I don't like, and I will send my kids. They'll come in there. I'm like, you go iron the pants. Go iron those. So I'm real big on you can't be looking all wrinkled and like you just threw some stuff on and just walked out the house. Like, but I do own a lot of wrinkle free material. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, and that's one thing that I have listed, what I'm saying on my list is the steamer versus the iron. I think
Mhm.
a lot of people have gone the way of the steamer because it's much quicker. They're way more affordable now too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because in the past, you didn't have many options for steamers, which means that, they were a little bit more expensive. Now
Yeah.
there's so many options. They're all over TikTok. So every time I'm on TikTok, I guess I looked at a couple of steamer videos and now they're in my algorithm
Oh
because I
Yeah.
yeah.
see them all
You
the
know how that
time.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Facts.
see them
One
all the
video.
time. Yeah.
But
So,
look,
but
let me tell y'all, be careful because
Mm-hmm.
this little mark right
Oh
there, I
yeah.
see it.
Oh yeah. No, I know. I
So that's
understand
from
it. No, I
that's my
understand.
steamer adventures. That remember I was
It,
burnt up. Remember y'all? I had a little. I was tore up, burnt down. Don't
should
let
have.
that steamer fool you. Okay.
You
Don't
know
forget
the
you got
same.
it on. Don't aim it the wrong way. Don't. That's why the kids can't use it because clearly as an adult I got fried.
Now, the trick to this is when you take, and I learned this way back in South Dallas. When you take your clothes to the cleaners, you get you a dry kit. And the dry kit comes with the little, the little fresh bag. It comes with the spray. It comes with the whole nine, everything. After you take that joint off, you know what I'm saying, especially your solid clothes, you put it in the bag. You spray down, you spray, and then you put it inside the dryer. Boom, you pull it out. You barely have to touch it when you hang it up, and then you done right there. See, you ain't always got to iron your stuff if you freshly iron it the first time or take it to the cleaners. It'll save you a little bit of headache, and that way you won't have to iron all the time. But you can be ready for the game. You can be ready to step out looking good if you do it and be frugal with it. I'm just saying,
How
it's
long this dry
possibility.
L kit been around? Because it's sounding
a
Oh,
real
long
new.
time.
dry L been around
Okay,
for a
because
long
I've
time.
never heard of that in my
Yeah,
You've
life.
it's
never
been
heard of a
But
around.
dry? My
I
wife has
legit
never heard
I
of one either.
legit Googled it right now. Like I'll say,
My
what
wife,
is that? I
my wife
promise
has
you right
never heard
now.
of a.
Look, on my phone right now, I had to look it
See,
up. I needed to
see,
see what it was.
see.
I was like, what is he talking about?
See, my wife hadn't heard about this neither because she always take my clothes to the cleaner. So and I'm like, just save the money. Like, oh, because I got these new outfits and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna take, no, you ain't got to do that. I got the dry out kit downstairs. Well, I ain't never heard of no, you ain't never saw the dry out kit. Put it in the bag, boom, 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 and you're done.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Hey, learn
yeah.
me something, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
go.
The dry L has been out for a while, but I think now, with the wrinkle free clothing
Yeah.
being prevalent, that kind of takes the place of dry L, and that kind of takes that technology and just puts it in a spot where you can just, wash and throw stuff in the dryer. And,
Right,
as long as you grab it when it comes out hot out of the dryer and throw it on a hanger and let it mellow from there. You don't have to do too much to a lot of that stuff, man. And I think for me, I'm a big cleaners guy. So my cleaners, people know me for sure. Even the stuff that is wrinkle free, I still have them put a little light starch on some of that stuff that I can. Because that's just the way I am. I'm just OCD about my clothes being wrinkled. I'm that guy that when I go places, I won't put on the shirt until I get there. Sometimes I will literally just have on my undershirt or something like that until I get to the function, and then I'll put on the shirt just to avoid it being wrinkled, like from the seatbelt and things of that
from the
nature.
back. Yeah,
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 Mhm.
yeah. So that's just me. But I think a lot of people have gone the opposite direction because they just don't care. I think a lot of people just figure, hey, it's gonna get wrinkled anyway. So if I put it on and it's wrinkled, nobody knows if it got wrinkled in translation or transition, you know what I'm saying, from here to there, or just it was wrinkled when I put it on, so it don't matter.
right.
So audience, do y'all iron? That's the question I want to ask the
Y'all
audience right
better
now. Do
steam
do y'all
something.
iron? I know a lot of y'all probably don't iron and they don't steam. They just, they just rock with, how stuff is. So let us
I'll
know.
be seeing
Do
y'all
y'all
anyway.
iron?
Don't ask the kids that, because yeah, it's a no, definitely.
Lazy.
And the thing of the matter is too, I think one thing that I think about is professionally, I think it adds a touch of professionalism when you go out different places, and especially if you're handling business and
Right.
you wrinkled up versus not. Because I'm not going to lie to you, if you go somewhere, maybe to a lawyer, and you see a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
and this lawyer is going to be taking care of something for you, or whatever the case may be, and he's clean cut and he looks nice, his clothes aren't disheveled, they're nice and ironed. The appearance means something, right? Versus one that's wrinkled. He got the baggy suit joint on. You like, nah, I don't know about that. Questionable.
Right.
And he might be the better. He might be the better lawyer, but because of his appearance and his clothes, you're like, I don't know. So I think it does mean something, but I think too, like y'all are mentioning the kids, because a lot of these kids haven't grown up with that being something that been impressed upon them. They just don't do it.
I agree.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
grew up. I grew up. My brother ironed all the time, and my mom was military, so she made us iron everything. We've been
I used to
ironing since we
iron
were seven
all the
years old.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
I used to get paid to iron all my dad's suits.
See, that's the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something you mentioned there is funny too, because my dad's military,
Hmm.
retired military. So, for him, that was a way of life, and he still likes to wear his jeans creased and iron and his stuff nicely creased, and at his 70 plus age. So, I've always been like that, right? And I think that's probably where that comes from, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't like my stuff being, what I'm saying, wrinkled. So yeah, maybe it's the military background. Shout out to the people who grew up in a military household. Y'all kind of understand the pressures of
Facts.
being organized and your clothes, kind of in the morning time, not really inspection, but a low key inspection before you leave the house, because you gotta look at your clothes, you gotta look at how your face is, make sure your face ain't dirty. And hey, shout out to my moms for making sure your face had lotion on it, or
Or some
sometimes
blue magic.
Vaseline, yeah, grease. You know what I'm saying? Put the grease on your hair and then just rub the grease on your face when you're done. That type of stuff. Just a little inspection at the end.
Oh,
But
your face is wild.
Blue
well,
magic.
I mean, I think a lot of people in the 80s was getting that same treatment. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know in the audience. But I think a lot of people that went to
I
school
don't know,
greasy. I
but
think a
Greasy
lot
than
of
a
people went
mug.
to. I think a lot of people went to
I
school
seen it. Well,
greasy.
the Vaseline has a new commercial out too, where they centered it around the families who would just butter down their kids, from blacks,
Hmm.
Hispanics to whatever. Their commercial is their new ad is about that. But I ain't heard them doing it from the blue magic, from the roots down, from the rooter to the tutor,
Well,
the
I
roots of
think
your hair down
I,
to
well, if you look at what blue magic is, I mean, it's petroleum.
Yeah,
That's really
that's
what
all
it
it
is. It's
is.
Vaseline.
okay.
Yeah,
So it's the same thing. So I mean, I don't know what it is now because I haven't seen it in years, but I know when we were growing up, that's really what it was. It's petroleum jelly. So it's
we got
essentially the
got
same
I got
thing.
some in the house right now. I just ain't
we got
never.
some in our shop.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
people
Yeah,
buy it. People buy
yeah,
it. So
I just didn't
yeah.
know people would put it on their skin. But I'm
oh
not
yeah.
now. I'm gonna read it. Like, what y'all really
Well,
got
I
her
mean, you
doing?
put it on your scalp. Your scalp is your skin. So I mean, it's all moisture. And
Facts.
I think, I think really from what you're thinking, and because you came toward the end of the 80s, like you
Yeah.
still are in that different era where I think y'all had more beauty products where there
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
to didn't be all this facial
Yeah. That's true.
moisturizers and all this
That's
stuff. Like
true.
you just had lotion and grease. That's it.
Yeah.
Queen Mary's.
Yeah.
so
Because
so
I'm in the pink hair oil moisturizer era, all that stuff coming
Yeah.
out now, and then it moves into the all the extra stuff, trying to masks and hair masks and deep conditioning, and so yeah, that's why I'm like, you put what where? Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of this stuff that we're talking about now too is generational, because
Right.
there are
Yeah.
people out there who don't iron because they just, like I said, it just wasn't a big deal. Um and also with the technology, you have you have a lot of people who came along, and once they figured out that these dryers get hot enough to kind of iron the clothes for you, and
Hmm.
if you take them out the dryer immediately, and kind of crease them and hang them up, it's good enough. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people that I grew up with started doing that as well, especially in college. No, when I got to college, if you were either starchy, and
Mm-hmm.
because I went to school at Prairie View A&M. Shout out
Yep.
to people in Houston. And back then we used to call it starchy Archie. If you was starchy, you was starchy. If you weren't,
Yep.
you weren't. There was no in between.
That's a
So,
fact.
it is, I think it is generational. But I want to ask you this. So with the ironing and not ironing, what items do you feel like must be ironed? They have to be ironed.
Oh, your pants got to be creased, and your shirt has to have your dress shirts have to have the line on it. You got it. That's mandatory. Can't even
Okay.
wear a dress shirt without the line like going down the side of it, and your pants creased. Just can't do it. Doesn't
Okay.
even look right. Don't even look
Trisha, how
right.
you feel about that?
I think iron, yeah. I mean, I don't. You old school, and that's militant. So the crease got to be there. I think iron, yes, for sure. Pants and dress shirt, t-shirt. If it ain't fitting on you tight, you definitely need to iron it. Like I just anything there. I don't care if your jean jacket looking toe up on the pocket. Fix that flap. Like like do something. Like if it's looking crazy, just fix it real quick. Like and so I think everybody need to pay attention to every single piece of clothing that they put on. So I ain't got a specific clothing. Just iron your shit, okay?
I
Yes.
think what Benji's saying is partially true because for me, I like on my shirts, of course, I've mentioned that, they gotta be creased. They gotta be,
Hmm.
gotta be iron good. But pants, nah, I don't put no crease in my pants
You
unless
put no
it's
crease in the pants?
And it's funny you say that.
only if it's dress
Uh,
pants. Not my jeans. I'm not
yeah,
walking
that's what I'm
around here.
saying.
That's funny he
Yeah.
said that because as you were saying it, I was like, the only thing that I could see being okay is seeing it on
Yeah,
the shirt, but the
dress
pants
pants.
ain't always gotta
Yeah.
be like that.
Yeah,
Dress
dress
shirt
pants,
and the
yes.
dress shirt, dress pants. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I'm
I
not
don't
wearing
know about
dress
the
pants
jeans being
all the
creased.
time, right? Most of the
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
time,
Like,
I'm
yeah.
nah,
only wearing dress
Benji,
pants a
Benji
couple of
want to be in
days a
them
week.
leisure suits, huh?
I do. I do most of the time. I
I'm
really like
telling
it.
you, see, get him a
Yeah.
Kango hat and a leisure suit. He all right. All right now.
I'm
All
trying to
right.
tell you.
So Benji, next time you come to Dallas, man, you got to go to Big T. They got a lot of leisure suits in there. So run up
Oh,
in
we're
there
gonna
and
have to
get
pull
you a
up.
slice of pizza. No, you're gonna go, not me. I'm not
I
going in
know.
there.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
Yeah.
Hold on. What you mean? You
No, no,
ain't.
no, no, no. People from Dallas know what I'm saying. You can go in there. I'm not.
Hold on. Hold on. What you trying to send me into the
Yeah,
dungeon?
we'll
I
talk
ain't been
about
there in
that
a
later.
minute.
We'll talk about
Hope,
that on another episode. Not
hopefully,
tonight, but yeah.
the casino is popping when I get down there next time.
Shout
Hopefully,
out to the people from Oak Cliff, Texas. Y'all already know don't go up to Big T, right? Facts. All right. And another thing we mentioned before we transition is I think what y'all mentioned earlier too about people wearing bonnets and wave caps and stuff like that. I understand this fashion, but I think it's also a tad bit of laziness from people when they just get up from whatever they were laying up in the house in and just go to the store, even though I'm just gonna run in here right quick. Man, get up and get dressed and look presentable because you
Put
never
something
know who you're gonna
on.
run into in that store.
I mean, you just don't want to look bad.
I
I
mean,
think
that
part
too,
of
but oh my bad. Go.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Because
I was just saying, I don't care who I'm gonna run into. I just don't want to look stupid. I
right,
don't
that's
want to
it.
look not put together. I don't want to look like I didn't brush my teeth. I don't
Right.
want to look like none of that. So, like, I don't know. I
That's
can't do
it.
it.
That's just simply what it is. Or these kids, a lot of people just don't know how to improvise. They gotta be fully decked out. And I'm like, nah, improvise. I learned how to cut my own hair so I don't know how to edge myself up so I don't look
That's
wild.
what the problem is.
Yeah, you
Because
gotta know
they
how to
Yeah.
going back
improvise.
every year.
Yeah. No. We still rocking. We still
See it on the you see it on the curves up there, Ken. The curves.
Yeah, nah, we already know he put four fingers up there. Next year we're gonna check it again.
I
Put
said
the
next
four
year.
fingers up there. The next year we're gonna check it again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, we're in the era now where you get the spray on. You know what I'm saying?
All
So I'm
right,
just
don't sweat.
saying.
You gonna pull that cap back, the whole line gonna go with it. All right.
Hey, listen, man, you can get the whole little head thing done. Why don't you go and get your little, you know what I'm saying, little thing on your head, Ken? Why don't you go with it?
Nah,
Get
I'm
you
You
some
ain't
good.
the one
waves,
that need
fam.
it. You don't want to push that.
Hey, that facts. I don't need it at all. I'm okay with my bald head. That's
Mm-hmm.
you trying to manufacture hairlines, not me.
No, you go get a movie
He's got too
role
busy
and
gardening. Now he trying to guard his forehead.
you go get a movie role, Ken, and they gonna require you to put some wave, what you call on. Watch what I tell you.
Hey,
You have
if
to
that's
put a
the
wave
case,
man unit on.
if that's the case, I'll definitely do that for a role. I'll definitely do that for a role. But in my
The,
personal life, if you catch me in the streets, I will not have it on. Facts.
You're
Right.
like, gonna be bald. I'm good. I'm
Now we
good.
know
I'm
how to get the
straight.
bag, but we ain't.
See, that's what I'm saying. And then you might fam go end up liking the waves. You know what I'm saying? He go and get him a 300,
Listen, listen,
300.
listen, listen. Folks who know me, folks who grew up with me, especially in high school, early college, know I had the 360 wave game on tilt. So I ain't
You
worried
ain't got
about
nothing
that.
to
I've been there,
prove.
done that. Been there, done
Boom.
that with the best of them. So
Trying to tell you,
I'm
fam,
good.
you're gonna
I'm
rock it.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm good with the baldy.
Benji gonna be the one where the middle is starting to get shiny. He don't understand that. That's because it ain't no more left up there. But it's okay.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
good with the
we
baldy.
see,
Shout out to the
we
GOAT,
still,
Mike.
still, still up in.
All right. Well, speaking of routines, people may not still care about. It's been a conversation going on about how many towels people use, like when they take showers. Simple conversation, right? But it starts a debate, right? Because you have some people out here saying they use one towel, three towels, two towels. It's kind of like that movie Demolition Man when they had the three shells in the restroom and people still don't know what that was about instead of the toilet paper. Yeah. So, how many towels do you use on a daily basis, like for your routine, for your cleaning routine when you take a shower? For me personally, I use three different towels, right? I have a body towel and a face towel for the shower, and then I have a face towel for when you wash your face or whatever, and then I have a head towel that for when I shave. So that's how I rock with those
Mm-hmm.
three. I'm not washing my body with the towel and then washing my face with that same towel. I don't care that it's my butt that I'm washing. Like Shannon Sharp said, it's his butt, it's his face. No, no. I'm not washing my face and my head
Oh,
with the
Duke lip.
same towel that I wash the rest of my body with. I'm just not doing it. But to each his own. So Trish Michelle's the lady here. Talk to us. How many towels you using on a daily basis?
So there's my face towel.
Mm,
That's a separate towel. Then there's the body like exfoliating thing that I have, but
mhm.
that's not the same towel or object that's used. So these are not towels. So I guess, so that to clean the other area, you can't be mixing pH, women, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you keep
Right,
yourself up,
right,
so you got something
right,
separate for that, which is also not a towel.
right.
So and then the towel to dry off with if I wash my hair that day, the towel to dry that. So in all, like it's probably just 3 towels, but
Mhm.
the rest is other like body scrubbing materials to get the dead skin off. And then of course, if you were using the same towel for your body with that soap with the rest of your parts down there, you need to do some research because you're not supposed to do that. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Okay. And please, people, I'm gonna say this real quick.
Mm.
Wash your damn toes, because there's people out there that think that the soap dripping down to your feet is you good. Wash your damn toes. Get in between them toes.
They
I just
they
want to
don't
say
watch
that.
that. They don't watch from the knee down,
That's
according
what they
to.
think because it came down and it got no. Get down there with your nasty little.
Oh man, life is crucial.
I'm just saying,
Neanderthals in this joint.
All right,
wild work. Get
all
behind your
right,
ears.
so we got a comment from the audience. So this is how many loads of laundry is folks doing? Okay, so let me clarify. Because one of my questions here is how often should should your towels be changed and washed? That's another question. But
Mm,
for me, I think for the most part, a lot of people will use their towels that they use. They're not switching
Mhm.
towels every day. Most people they're going
Right,
to use them for that maybe that week or maybe for a few days that week, and then they're going to rotate them right on
right.
a regular basis, something like that. Maybe 3 to 5 days, 7 days tops. But nobody's switching towels every day, I don't think. So let's just
No,
clear that up.
no,
nah.
yeah, no.
So yeah.
But there
All right.
is some on y'all exfoliating things, y'all supposed to be changing
Yes,
those too.
there you
So
go. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
she says these dollar store towels are these the good ones.
they gotta know. So that's the next. So they gotta be the good ones. You have to understand because then you wash them and then they start turning into dry. You see the dryer sheets when you get them out the dryer, they see through.
Just talk,
Like that's
and
what
they
your
got
towel's gonna turn
yeah,
into out the dollar
yeah.
stuff.
A boneless towel.
Boneless
Like yeah,
style. Facts,
boneless, falling off the bone. You gotta
facts,
get them
facts.
Costco towels. You gotta get those. So they last. They thick. They good quality. So when you washing them, they not disappearing. She like I had 3 towels in here. Ain't no towel. Where they go? Poof,
I
gone.
mean, I mean, hey, I understand that. I understand though. I get it. I understand. I'm a
Benji,
little
so what you
different.
on? What you on? What you on?
Right.
I'm only using 2 towels because I use an exfoliation thing for my face.
Mhm.
And I have my what you call. So it's a little thing you put in your hand, and so that's face. Hair, I have the little spiky thing, Patricia. I don't know what it's called. I keep forgetting. I never.
It's got the little
That's
stuff
what I
that you
use.
put in it too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just
Mhm.
spike your hair and boom, 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 boom. That. Now my facial towel, I don't use one because I use my exfoliator. So my towel that I use to do my body is an exfoliating glove. So I use my exfoliating glove from head to toe, and and that's it. And
Wait a
then my
minute. Wait,
towel
wait,
dry
wait,
off.
wait,
He
wait,
just
wait,
get
wait,
his
wait,
wet
wait.
ass out the tub and he just
Wait.
dripping.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So you say you use your exfoliating scrubber from head to toe?
Yeah.
What?
Let me clear this up. Because I don't use a towel to wash my behind. I just use my soap. That's
You
it.
put the whole soap in the
Girl,
butt.
listen. I listen. And we done.
Oh, I pray your wife got all her own stuff. Girl, get your own stuff.
Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Because
Oh.
I go and I'm particular about
Are
when I get
you?
it. Because you got you know what I'm saying? When you're cleaning your Johnson, when you're cleaning your tube, you can't
You just rotate
it
all the
just
way around, head to
you
toe, booty,
just
front, in there, up there, down there.
no, I ain't doing my face with I got the gloves. I got the thing you put in between your hand for your
Uh-huh.
face. Bow,
Uh-huh.
take that off, boom.
Uh,
And then we go with the exfoliating glove. We strap that joint on like
You
we
ain't
Michael
switching
Jackson.
gloves. Know who you lying
No, you
to.
are, because the glove is an
Okay.
actual glove.
Okay. Is the
The
glove
I'm
thick?
telling you, I can run and get it right now. I'm telling you, but you know what I'm
We
saying?
good.
We don't want to
I'm
see that.
telling you.
You leave that where
And
it's at.
then
And then you know
and,
what you're telling us right now that you scrub your face down. You don't use no towel. So how the hell are you drying it?
I got my big drying towel. That's it.
So is that the same towel that you put on your ass that you dry your ass off with?
No, I don't
That's what
clean.
you.
I just
Well,
told
how
you.
many towels you use?
I just told you
You
too.
told us no towels yet. No
Well,
towels right now.
do you consider the glove like a towel?
It ain't a towel.
It
We've
ain't,
been
because that's
there.
what you use to scrub your body with. So I really only use one towel, and that's to dry off.
On
That's
the
it.
ass and the face, and y'all heard it right here.
All right. So how you get your eye boogers out? Because everybody have eye boogers. So what you do? What you do to get your eye boogers out? You just dig straight finger in there?
Well, when I get in the shower, when I got my little I'm doing my whole face, boom, boom, boom. Face is first. Face is first in hair,
But what
and
I'm
then you boom,
saying
boom,
is
Eyes
and
your
then
is
you
burning the hell
your
up.
that's what I'm saying. Your eye boogers is in your eye. They in
and
the
we
crevice
just
of your eye. So you putting
You see
soap
the
in there?
flames around the little
oh
screen?
no,
That's what's happening to the eyes.
soon as we hit the water, we get in on cold. I get in on the cold shower, and then I'm wiping my face. I'm hitting it, boom, boom,
This is
boom,
an
boom. Before I do
experience
anything,
that is
I'm trying to tell
dysfunctional.
you. I'm
The
trying
body
to
is
tell you.
going through shock.
You can as soon as we hit the shower, I get in when it's cold. So we get in there and we hit our face, boom, 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 and then we get the little bow, bow, bow. Then we good, and then we transition to the glove. You know what I'm saying? And then we bow, bow, bow. I mean, listen, you got to clean your Johnson, you got to clean your, you know what I'm saying, your crack.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You
All
got
right.
to do
You
all of
know,
those
for a
necessary
All
week
right.
at
things.
least you shower. I'm
I
gonna just
think
leave
we've
it
heard
there.
enough. I think we have heard enough.
At least you shower.
I think we have heard enough of this. Let's move on.
I want to
Because
sanitize my hands just from listening.
I got some other stuff I wanted to ask about the shower stuff. So we're gonna transition right on to
So, so
hold
to the
on.
lady talking about the laundry, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So long story short, Benji ain't washing a bunch of towels because he
We
ain't
wash
got a
towels
bunch.
once a month.
I ain't doing
All right. All right. So the next one I want to talk about real quick is morning shower versus night shower, right? So for a lot of people, it's either or. It could be both. For me, I'm the type of person I like to do both, right? Because I got a bedtime routine that I started probably over the past couple of years to kind of just get my mind right before I go to bed because I wasn't sleeping well during the pandemic. I was up all night playing the
Right.
game and doing all kind of stuff, and I had to get back to some regularity when we started going back to work and all this other stuff. So I got a shutdown routine, and part of my shutdown routine is taking a shower, taking me some ashwagandha sometimes, and and just drinking me some water, and then kind of relaxing, and then laying down, and then of course in the morning when I get ready to go to work, you know, I want to be fresh. I'm a fragrance guy. You know what I'm saying? I like to put
Right.
on different colognes every day. So I have a good base. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I get up and I shower and I put my colognes on and my lotions and my body butters and all that good stuff. So I got a routine. So that's what I do. But Chris Michelle, how about you? My morning shower, night shower, both. How you doing?
Mainly it's night, but as long as I ain't sweat, we'll just leave it at that. Because then that means if so, there's a shower needed in the morning. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean,
that's all I'm gonna say. And then I wash my face at night and in the morning and all that stuff.
I'm just saying, sweat happens at night. Get up, take a shower.
But so outside of things that can make you sweat, I don't sweat. I'm not a sweaty sleeper.
Okay.
Understand. So there, y'all feel the rest of that then.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
All right, Bitch Banks, man, the brand. What you doing, man? This is gonna be interesting. I already know.
You know it is. Morning. I'm a morning shower person because I sweat at night. So I'm a sweater. So I can't get up and be like somebody, hey, I'm gonna take a shower at night and then not get up and shower in the morning. I'm a shower guy, so get up in the morning, but you got to understand, sweaty things happen at night. And if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, be a blessing at nighttime, you know what I'm saying? You got to be fresh, as the country folks will say. So there you go. So it just depends on, the moment. But definitely got to get up because I like my cold showers. So got to have my cold shower in the morning. And that just gets me going throughout my entire day. So I got to have it.
Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is just this piece of it that I've seen this on a couple of podcasts over the past couple of weeks. The soap is optional. Let's just be honest here. These people weren't black. These people weren't black. So
wait. Soap is optional?
Yes, soap is optional. They said soap is optional, and let me explain. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go out on the limb here and say that I think that this is the cultural thing for sure. So the guy explained that it's a difference between being clean and being dirty and just like filthy dirty, right? So he was explaining that if you just were out and about a little bit, like maybe like ran to the store, maybe like did some little light errands or something like that, like you don't need to use soap and stuff like that, a full-on shower. You can just hop in there and rinse the dirt off, just run under the water a little bit, let the water run over your body. No need to use soap, and just dry off and you good because you don't have a thick layer of dirt. Now, if you've been outside working in the garden, or you've been outside mudding with your homies, or you've been outside playing sports, that's you sweat it. That calls for a shower that requires soap. So as I said, I think it's a cultural thing because I don't know how to take a shower without soap. Just put it that way. So the soap is gonna be involved. So I don't think it's too much to debate here, but I just wanted to hear you all's thought.
What the fuck is the point? Like, what the fuck is the point? Like, why?
Well, you rinse the dirt off.
You might as well like you rinsing the dirt off, but what did you? Little pig pen and you rolled in the dirt. You not gonna see none of that water. Ain't that's crazy. We know what people is. We know this. We know the type. That's all I'm gonna say.
The same individuals that say they don't wash their legs.
The ones that just let the soap run past their toes too. Yep.
When they that's why
I can't eat at everybody's house. It's just no, fam.
We gotta watch you too with your soap.
That's why you can't eat at everybody's house, and that's why you can't eat everybody.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. You gotta just pause the whole show. It just
that's a fact right there. It's
a very well-known fact, but you got to understand, people coming outside without ironing their clothes. They're coming out with bonnets. They coming out. They eating cakes nowadays. So I don't even think they really worried about it as much
But do you
as.
see why
And I
though?
mean, they taking showers. They just rinsing
Right.
off with water.
It just gives off a certain type of person when you start seeing bonnets, unironed clothes. And this, I'ma think you don't shower. I'ma think you don't use
Just
soap. I'ma think you don't scrub, and I'ma think you don't wash your towels. Like use that soap. There we go. You hear her? Use the soap
use the soap.
all the time. Like,
Even they use even in
thank
jail.
you.
Ain't now don't even in jail they say don't drop the soap, but they using soap.
Yeah, they doing it
They,
like Benja. They just putting the bar in between their cheeks.
yo, man, that's that's exactly where my mind went.
Listen, man. Listen. You got different soaps. You got your pump soap,
Different soaps for
and you
different
got
folks.
your bar soap. Your bar soap, and you know what I'm saying, is for particular areas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Your liquid soap is
it's
for, you know what I'm saying, particular. But you gotta be fruit. You gotta understand the name of this game. But to
Oh,
not use
man.
soap is a tragedy. I don't understand that. You just walk smelling out like last night's funk. Like yeah, I
like
don't know.
you don't want to. You just rinse it off the dirt. What are you doing about the funk?
Right.
Yeah,
Because
well,
when
I
the funk
mean,
hit the fan, it's gonna smell like chitlins, grits, and ham. That's good. That's a show enough. It's gonna happen.
all right, all right. That
Okay.
that 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 clearly lets us know you were born in the 70s,
Yeah,
y'all. So
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
70s reference right there for sure.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
Facts.
out to Benji for being an old man.
I'm no
Mm-hmm.
I'm old. That's all right.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
old.
All right, so we're gonna shift gears a little bit, man. That was fun, but I got something else that I saw that was very interesting, and I wanted to get you all's thoughts on it, man. Now this one could be a difference maker as far as the conversation points because I think somebody might feel differently about this. So let's talk about it. What happened is it was a lady. She posted a picture of her and her ex-husband with her kids. For I don't know whatever reason. She posted it on her social media site, right? No big deal. In my eyes, no big deal if it's not malicious. If you're just talking about, happy birthday to our baby boy, blah blah blah, and you post a picture with everybody on it, and it's an old family photo, but that person is now married to somebody else. So there are a bunch of different pieces that could be talked about here. But Benji, how would you feel if your wife's ex posted a picture of all of them together, maybe just wishing one of the baby girls a happy birthday?
That's what we got crops. You could crop out photo. It ain't no explanation for that in today's time when you could just hit the button and boop and take the person out of the picture. Don't no, it's not allowed. Nuh-uh.
But
I no.
but but what if it's seen, because it's one of those things where I understand what you're saying, but if somebody has seen that picture before, it's gonna look crazy. It might be taken a whole nother direction if that person is taken away from the picture.
I
Then people
mean,
know they've seen the original.
listen, that's your life you gotta deal with. Don't we I just want you to understand like why it makes no sense for you to, if the person has moved on and they're gone on, why are you,
But that's
what's
their
the point?
past. But that's their past, right?
Agreed, but it's like it's past. Let it stay there. You ain't
But you
got
can't
no
change
new
the past
ones.
either. You can't change the
You,
past.
you can't. But at the end of the day, it's like you're giving. I think most people don't realize what they do is they give off impressions of things, right? And there's a way. I always think that there's a way to get. Do we always do it the proper way? No, but I think that there's an impression that you give off when you post certain things, when you do certain things. Because I come from that space, so I know what it's like when you just post the stuff. It's fun. You're just wilding out. You're doing whatever, but there's always an intention behind it, right? It's like you
Are
know.
they giving off something, or are you looking at it a certain way?
I mean, I wouldn't be following them, so it would.
I'm
I
just
would
saying,
know.
like, I think it's all about perception when it comes to stuff like this,
True.
and I'm gonna go more into what my headspace is behind this,
Right,
but
right,
I also
right.
want to hear what Trisha Michelle has to say too before I go, deeper into that.
Um, I personally probably wouldn't post it,
Mhm.
but not because I'm worried about what everybody would think. Because I don't have no bad blood with mine, like like that for me to like be. But also wouldn't be like our baby girl. Like, so I mean, I kind of, I just wouldn't post it. But at the same time, in reverse, say my guy, he did it with his kids and his, their mamas in it. Like, I wouldn't care. Also, we cool. So, but at the
Yeah,
same time, like, I feel like that's just so much drama. Like, if it ain't even like that, like, they do share kids together. These kids do have grandparents and stuff that do exist for, so if there is a family photo that's part of the rotation, like, okay, is he posting her randomly, like is there something like every time there's an event it's always her? Now then I might be like, okay, like, happy Thanksgiving, it's your kids and her from, like, no, new photos,
yeah,
nigga, new photos.
All I'm saying is new photo.
yeah.
But
Something to change your life. I mean, give me a new photo. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah,
But
then I do get what you're saying, Ken. Like, if you do it like how Benji was saying, and you do alter the photo, it can give off different impressions. Like, there is some beef, or there is some, if it's not like, it's like issues when it's not like that, or also it is just kind of weird. We seen this photo, we know this doesn't exist without y'all. So like, why do all that? Then it kind of seemed like you just being weird. Like, that
right,
creates a whole weirdo narrative. Like, not calling you weirdo, but it creates that narrative. And so, I mean, I'm not really that big on it. To me, it's perception, it's habit. Let me see what continues to happen, and then, like,
right.
if that's something then that's something we discuss at a different time. But I don't see nothing, just an innocent one timer here and there. Like, I wouldn't see nothing on it.
Now,
Okay.
for the record, I ain't following nobody's ex. I could care less. So
Well, you
I
ain't
don't
got to
have
follow
I
none.
them if
follow
Yeah,
their
they
mama.
post a picture and then tag them in it. You're gonna see it.
I follow their mama.
for the
We
most part,
tag
yeah,
each other. All that.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it boils down to the relationship as it currently is. Like,
Yeah.
if y'all didn't have no bad blood, and this picture is something that was already out there on social media, because this happens on Facebook a lot, where
yeah.
somebody will comment on the old picture and then it brings it back up to
Mm-hmm.
to the top. So you have people that when they break up with people, they go ahead and go through and swap the
The whole
whole
thing out.
the
Yeah,
whole thing and try
Yeah.
to get rid of all the pictures. But then you have some people who figure this is part of my history, this is part of my life. I'm not going back and erasing all those pictures of me and him or me and her or whatever the case may be, me, her, and the kids and stuff. It's part of my life.
right,
Yeah.
So if somebody sees those pictures, that's fine, because they understand that I was married to somebody else before, and now I'm
right,
married to somebody different.
Yeah.
It's part of my history, so I don't have anything to hide. So I think it boils down to, like I said, your current relationship. Everybody's
Mhm.
different. Everybody's
right,
gonna see things a little bit differently when it comes to this, and that's why I wanted to kind of talk about it briefly, because I knew that everybody would have a different approach to it,
Mhm.
but I'm one of those type of people where, I understand what Benji's saying, where people do stuff
Yeah.
for intent, what I'm saying, trying to, put
Because
something out
people
there,
do.
or trying to, even get a rise out of you,
right,
Mhm.
because they feel like, well, he took my family, he took my girl, or he got my kids over there, blah blah blah,
right,
and those type of things, they happen. But
They
I
do.
think if you're having a good co-parenting situation, if you got kids in those situations and things like that, I think that it would be fine if the picture was posted. Like, I wouldn't personally have an issue with it, especially if I got along with the guy.
Yeah.
right,
I wouldn't have no issue with it. So I mean, to each his own. But I think to make sure that everybody's on the same page, if you're going to do that, I think that you should reach out to them and let them know, hey, I'm going to go ahead and post this and tag you in
For
it
sure.
before you do it. So,
That's if you're on the up and up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
some people ain't operating like that. And not saying that I've encountered that, because I've honestly I really don't deal with exes and all that type of stuff. But Some people just start on the up and up, and they could feel some type of way, like you were saying, and you never know what their intentions are. So I just steer clear of it. I don't even want to have to answer those questions like that. So, but
Should
it
exes
happens.
remain friends publicly? Do you think that's a thing?
I know it's a strong possibility. So for example, but I know if you when you are a solid person and let's just say y'all met at the wrong time and she was wild or you was wild, but you were still good to each other and y'all just had to separate. You didn't leave with no beef, it wasn't no drama, it wasn't nothing. Y'all just met at the wrong time in life. Those feelings are still there in some spaces. So if you're not careful, you get what I'm saying? Like posting a picture can bring back memories. You get what I'm saying? So I think you have to be careful with it. I have chicks that I dated when I was single that I didn't do nothing. I ain't got no beef with them. They ain't got no beef with me. They just wasn't marriage material for me. But I ain't gonna constantly keep following them because I already know, especially if I slept with them, I already know what it is. You get what I'm saying? Why would you want to keep like reliving that? It ain't like the memory of y'all doing y'all thing just gonna instantly go away. It especially if y'all was doing your thing. So you got to be careful. You get what I'm
And
saying?
then,
So
and
I
then
ain't
see
trying.
that red dress. He was like,
Listen, you gotta be real with you. And I listen, I ain't no front. I didn't date no ugly chicks. It's just flat out. Like all of them was fine. So I ain't gonna sit here and play that game. I already know what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, and when I come across your page, I know where you was going in that dress because you had it on when you went with me. I still remember that. So why would I play that game? I just don't. So I don't even try to venture in that way because it just opened too many doors.
okay. Okay. Well, I understand. You do have to know yourself and
Right.
Mhm.
know your limits and know what things, what I'm saying, set an alarm off in your own brain. So
Right.
yeah, to each his own, definitely. But I think it boils down to, well, for everybody out there listening, I think if you're in any of these type of situations, you just have to do what's best for you in your situation.
Facts.
Right. Because, there's no one size fit all.
Right.
Each situation is different. And
Mhm.
I think it's okay. And I think it's really cool if you can remain cordial and friends with your exes, especially if you have kids and you have to co-parent. It's much easier for everybody involved. And it makes life just a little bit more simple. So, and for those people out there who see their ex and you want to go back and smash, like that's a problem. That's a you problem. That's
Right.
not a them problem. That's just you not having any discipline and
Facts.
what I'm saying, not being able to control yourself. So, what I'm saying, that's a personal thing.
Gotta be mindful.
All
Agree.
right. All right. So let's pivot to another thing that social media has made prevalent and people love talking about. And I really think it's becoming an issue, and that's food influencers, right?
Mm,
Everybody wants to be the next Keith Lee or Mr. Chime Time. Everywhere you look, there is somebody going to a restaurant, fast food, most of the time, these fast food joints, and buying all this food and tasting all this food. And they're trying to get the views up. So they're doing it more and more frequently. But my question is, what is the long-term effect of eating all of this fast food and unhealthy food on a regular basis, right? I don't think a lot of people are even thinking about that. Because I'm just like, I mean, now, especially with me, being on my health kick the past couple of years,
right.
really, like I look at stuff like that and I'm like, yikes, that is 5,000 calories they just consumed in that one meal. And then they're doing that sometimes twice a day. That is a lot of freaking calories. That is a lot of freaking cholesterol. Yeah, right. I mean, you're auctioning off your life for clicks and likes, like to make money now, but what is it gonna cost you later on? Trisha Michelle, what you think about this?
Uh, well, they helping out Big Pharma, and they for sure better have some good insurance. And I mean, the only result later, the big backetry will lead to high
Right.
blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, the scale tipping over, the bowl runneth over too mucheth. Okay.
The bowl runneth
So,
over.
yeah, like, so I mean, and then you doing it for likes. Like, and guess what? That man that you like ain't gonna like you no more because you don't look good. Like, and in reverse, like, I don't understand. Um, just the trend, 5,000 calories, and then to do another one, like, that to me, that shit is nasty.
That's
Like, I
crazy,
don't care
man.
what you eating. Like, it actually looks very nasty to me when they're eating. People like to watch people do the mukbangs and all this. Like, I like to figure out what food is good. So I like, oh, okay, that I'll figure out how to make that meal. But all this extra cracking it open, juice dripping everywhere. They got junk. Like, what is happening? That sound like something else is happening. But like, let's just say I used to wonder about those yeah, the mukbangs. I just don't understand it. But I don't think YouTube and social media provides health insurance. So I don't know what their end goal here is, but definitely they're gonna need to figure out how to work in the diet eventually.
I
They're
don't
gonna
think
need
they
it.
have an end goal. I think their end goal
No.
is to just make money
Yeah.
and to get views. They're not thinking about, the long
It's
term effects of this.
nasty.
They're just thinking about what they can get done right now. Really what it is the short term fame versus long term health, right?
Right.
That's the argument here. And the people want to be famous, they want to be known, and it's like, yo, we're sitting up here laughing, we're laughing about big backetry, but these same people that are eating all this food and gonna have probably some negative effects in the future are gonna be the same people that are gonna be posting GoFundMe accounts because they can't afford medical care, or their
Right.
family can't afford to bury them because they ate all this stuff and caused all these health problems,
Man,
right?
can't get up
People
the
have enough
stairs.
health problems as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you don't have to add to it. And
Right.
this is what they're doing. And I'm going to say this. I had a situation where I usually don't post in the comments on a lot of posts, you know what I'm saying, just randomly. But there was a post. I don't know that young lady's name. It's a black young lady. She's heavy set. She eats all this food. She looks like she's
Hmm.
fairly young chick, and
Yeah.
she eats all this food and she is big.
Yeah.
And I made a comment. I was like, baby girl, I just wish you would, would consider, what I'm saying, the ramifications of all this food you're eating and the calorie and the caloric intake and all this stuff. I put that in the comment, right? I wasn't being malicious or anything. I'm being serious. I have a serious concern for her.
Hmm.
And they went off on me.
I'm
You
about to
should
say they
leave her
came for you.
alone.
They ate
You
you
should
alive
just
like
let her live her life and all this stuff. And I'm like, y'all
uh
gonna be the same ones that's gonna be sad when this young lady passes away from some
Hmm.
sickness because of eating all this food, and y'all gonna be posting all this stuff. And it's like, why y'all get mad at me? I'm trying to help her.
Say something positive. Right.
You all are enablers. You all are yes men, just trying to utilize her so for y'all own
There
entertainment.
you go.
I don't want to
There you
be
go.
entertained by her. Like, I want to see her live her life, and she's got kids, from my understanding too. So I'm like, this unhealthy behavior that people are just cheering on. It's crazy.
It is. But I think you hit the nail on the head. But you also got to realize some people, yeah, they make money off of people being what they are. And it's funny because at the restaurant we had the ladies from the what is it, the 600 pound life, the thousand
yeah.
pound life. It's like two of the girls or whatever. And they came in and I'm sitting and that man, like they ordered it up, dog. Like, and I mean the whole group came together, and I think the bill was like $1,200, somewhere around there. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. But people benefit off of this. So that's kind of the end goal. People don't really care about the long-term ramifications. Like you said, it's just a matter of this is what I got going now. This is what paying the bills now. So this is what I'm going to do. Who cares about cholesterol? Who cares about this? And then when you got hundreds of other people benefiting off of, your pain, so to speak, what's the term? Laugh at my pain. I mean, most people ain't gonna cut that money aspect of it off. They're gonna be like, keep doing what you're doing, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna support you. And that's just kind of, the culture of what it is. But I mean, yeah, man, it's weird. I can eat But man, watching some of these people slurp this food down, I'd be like, man, that church's chicken, bruh. I love me some church's chicken, and I had to go try the lemon pepper one, Ken. Now I haven't eaten it. And remember, I got my new stomach and all that type of stuff, bruh. I went and ate that stuff. I ain't ate it since I had the colonoscopy in November last year, October, whatever it was. Bruh, as soon as I ate it, it gave me the worst headache. I had a headache for 2 days.
That
And I
blood
was like,
pressure
yeah,
shot up.
shot up. Do
Man,
you hear me? Like skyrocket. I was like, yeah, no, fam. I'm like, I'm good. So I can imagine now I'm older, but I can imagine you constantly doing that. Like eventually down the road, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. You're gonna be 48, 50 years old, and you're gonna have to deal with this. So I just think it's weird, but hey, this is where we at, right?
Facts. Trisha Michelle, how you feel about it?
it's the dumbest shit. Like, I think it's
Simple term.
dumb.
Simple.
It's simple. Like, I'm not doing nothing like that for money. Like, that's stupid. I'm not.
Crazy.
I'm already like you said, Ken. Life already, there's a lot already going on that as far as health. Like we stress out and have a crazy couple of years. I had a crazy couple of years myself. I put
Right.
on about 20 to 30. I want it off. Why the heck would you willingly just put on 40 to 50? I don't understand it. So I think it's stupid. So I mean, I think it's sad that as a world we enable folks. I think it sucks that you said something and then I knew they was gonna tear you to pieces. But and then at the same time, those same people recreate and reshare that reel and react to it and they talk mess or make it into a
Right.
joke as well. So like you're also making like you do anything that says a lot about you, man. And
Right.
unfortunately, that says a lot about self-esteem. Like you guys are big up in a girl. Let her make her own choices. Have y'all not thought maybe she might mentally need a little bit of help or something? Like, cause that's not okay to just think like tearing yourself apart for likes because this is the only way that you could be liked, maybe. Like, come on. That's not what's up.
Cold game.
Yeah, and what it really boils down to is there is a section of people who enjoy watching unhealthy eating. They
And you
enjoy
don't
it,
Right.
need Jesus.
right? They get off on it, really. You know what I'm saying? And it might be sick to some people, but for some people, it's one of their joys. Is
Right.
watching people eat a bunch of food. That's why the mukbang became such a popular thing. Just watching people inhale all that food, and that's another thing. Like you're not only eating unhealthy, but you're eating it so fast
Right.
that your body can't process it, which is putting undue stress on all your organs. And it's a lot of things that are involved with unhealthy eating. We're going to talk about visceral fat, and people don't understand the difference between visceral fat and, you know what I'm saying, surface level fat. The fat that you see on your body, that's surface level. But there is visceral fat that wraps around your arteries, wraps around your organs, that you can't see from the outside, and that's the most dangerous type of fat. And that comes from eating a bunch of unhealthy processed foods, fast foods, and such, and so on and so forth. And it's just it's sad. So really, what it boils down to is people have to ask the question: would you sacrifice 10 years of your health for millions of followers? And sadly, most people would.
Yep. I agree. People would because
Mhm.
it's instant and the thrill of going viral
Hmm.
and making that money. But what most people don't tell you is you can go viral, you famous, but you still broke.
Yep. I've seen a
So
lot of people that went viral, and people had to do a GoFundMe for their funeral. So,
facts.
you know,
Just a fact.
like it's
Just a
not
fact.
worth it. It's not worth it. But I will say this: something that I discovered recently. Y'all know that Ken been on this health journey, and
Hmm.
I keep adding pieces and layers to it. Right. I started with the intermittent fasting, still doing that every day, nonstop. No, that's a lifestyle for me now. That's what I do. But what
Right.
I did discover lately is something called eating based on your blood type. Not a new
Yeah.
concept, right?
Right.
Old concept, been out there for years. There's a book about it. I actually have that book. Very good read. I would suggest people, if you don't participate in eating based on your blood type, at least read up on it because it has some very beneficial things, and it could solve some issues that you haven't been able to solve in your life. right? As
Right.
far as health wise, right? Because what I discovered, and based on my blood type, I'm not supposed to be eating chicken like that, right?
Yep.
And I
Mm.
consume a lot of chicken, and just when I started not consuming as much chicken, like I started to feel a little bit better. I
Hmm.
started to, have a little bit more energy. So it's just things of that nature. And for me, I went to go give blood probably 10 years ago and discovered I was anemic, right?
Mm.
And like, wow, why would I be anemic? Because based on my blood type, I should be eating more red meat. I should be eating more things high in iron.
Right.
So it's just things of that nature that we don't know and we don't talk about. And as far as family history, I talked to one of my cousins this weekend. We were talking about blood type, and she's anemic, and she has a brother, he's anemic, and we
Mhm.
all have the same blood type.
Right.
So it's just those type of things that become important, especially as you get older. So if you're younger and you haven't got to 40, 50, 60 yet, here's a chance for you to research some of this stuff and kind of look into it to make sure that you kind of try to add some years to your life by
Facts.
taking a more a more healthy approach. Like I said, with this stuff that I talk about, maybe you don't have to do it all the time. It doesn't have to be your lifestyle, but just think about it,
Give it a
right?
shot.
Yeah, just give it a
Mhm.
shot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You might like it, it might work for you, and then again it might not. But do your research. As I always say, do your Googles, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Figure it out and try it for a little while and see, because I've had numerous people come back to me lately talking about the intermittent fasting, and they actually started doing it and it's actually working for quite a few people,
Right.
and they love doing it. And it's like they were already doing it, but now it's concerted effort because, okay, I get up, I skip breakfast. Oh, you know what? I was just moving too fast this morning. No, it's okay. You got enough fat on your back to get you to lunch.
You will make it.
Just
You'll
drink some
make it.
water. You're fine. You'll be fine, right? Keep that fat burning process going from the night before when you were, sleep and you were resting. Give your body enough time to repair itself and things of that nature. Because some people eat so much, what I'm saying, so frequently, you never give your body a chance to catch up because you're
The boy
always
said,
eating.
the
That's
boy
true.
said you got enough fat on your back.
Hey, I'm serious, right? Right. So what happens is I'm gonna say this. I'm breaking down scientifically and kind of move on from this one. When you don't have, what I'm saying, when you haven't been eating, your body goes and it grabs fat from the
Hmm.
cells in your body,
Yeah.
right? So that's where it starts getting your energy from. So for some
Mhm.
people, you got a pretty good amount of fat stored already, so you'll be fine.
Right.
It's kind of like a camel type deal where they have the water stored in their body so they can trek across the desert and don't have
Right.
to get water. Same thing with the fat. You got enough of it already. Stop adding to it and do some exercise and do some intermittent fasting in there, and you'll watch some of that fat melt away. Because guess what? Fat takes up more space than muscle.
Mm.
Facts.
Yeah, it
So
does.
start looking in the mirror. Stop looking at the scale so much for a lot of people, because the
Put
scale
that
can be discouraging, but the mirror tells the truth.
put that on a t-shirt. You got enough fat on your back already.
Hey,
Mm.
Big King gonna keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't here trying to sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here trying to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is what it is.
Facts.
and it-
This
All right,
oh man.
all right, all right.
That's
Well,
cold, the cold-hearted truth. It's all right though.
hey man, it is what it is. All right. So
Oh
let's talk
man.
about something that I know y'all be happy to talk about, and that's sports, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves sports, you know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people, sports and eating go hand in hand. Uh,
You got
but
enough fat on your back already anyway. So
hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we're not gonna line you up in the A gap, so you don't need to be 320. You do not need to be 320. Get
you
it
can hit
down.
you can hit the A gap like
Hut hut. All
oh my
right.
gosh.
All right. So, there's a lot going on in the sports realm. But we definitely had to get to this topic. Oh my
oh man.
God. All right. So
Perfect
popular
lead in.
streamer, popular streamer Adin Ross hosted Brand Risk 14 this weekend.
Mm,
And he had some notable folks on the fight card, right? Such as Johnny Manziel versus Bob Menery. Everybody knows Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football.
Yeah, yeah.
Bob Menery is a podcast host, popular podcast. I forgot the name of the podcast right off, but it's a popular podcast, and they fought. And this is MMA fighting, y'all. Just MMA. And Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson, who previously played one-on-one in the basketball because they're basketball players, the ex-NBA guys. This time they took it to the mat and they did MMA, which is crazy to see a guy 6'8" and 6'10", doing MMA. So that was crazy. So Johnny Manziel won his match.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Beasley got tapped out by Lance Stevenson, which was crazy. But the fight of the night, the viral sensation, Ray J versus Super Hot Fire, the viral content creator. You know him from the videos where they do the little fake freestyle battles and things of that nature. So that's Super Hot Fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Super Hot Fire had some super hot fire for Ray J. Listen. From the post-fight interview, it's clear that Ray J did not feel like that this fight was supposed to be a real fight per se. He thought they were gonna get in there and kind of mess around, give the people a good show, and get up out of there. Well, Super High Fight had other he had other plans because him and Ray J were, doing a little jabbing back and forth, and Super High Fire, he hit Ray J with some super high fight. He hit him with an IU uppercut like Ken on Street Fighter. And Ray J got hit so hard, y'all, that he froze. He froze.
A glitch in the system.
It's legit.
Listen, and he went down and got back up, and he had 2 knots on his dome piece like Martin did when on the episode he fought Tommy Hearns. Boy.
Man,
oh my God, this has been one of the funniest viral sensations in a while. Benji
Ray
Banks,
J,
man,
wow.
talk to me about what you thought when you first started seeing these clips of Ray J floating around, bro.
First off, shout out to the cameraman. Shout out to the camera work that was done on this video, because once that piece landed, your boy froze in time. And it just felt like the Ice Age, like he got hit with, the Iceman, you know what I'm saying? When he hit
Sub-Zero.
Zero, or Sub-Zero on Mortal Kombat, he hit you, you just bow, you just freeze for like a cool second. And then your boy just went into the old man slow fall. And he just bam. And when he hit the ropes, man, it was just pure comedy. And then the dopest part about it all is the cameraman caught his face, his eyes going up into his head, and it was in slow-mo. And it just felt like, I think that was the ancestors was trying to wake Ray J up. And he just hit him with a nice, cool one, like, cut that out. And he got bopped, and then he just slow man. And man, listen, it was hilarious. And then when he got up, bro, he had that knot on his head. It was pure comedy.
He had 2 knots.
I know.
One knot was bigger than the other one.
Right. Oh man. And
you
listen,
know what?
Shout out to the cameraman.
When I saw that, I thought about, now this is gonna date me for real. I'm an 80s baby. So the old cartoons where I think it was Popeye that he used to ask, well, how many lumps do you want? 1 lump or 2? 2, please. And it also reminded me of Trisha Michelle's favorite word, mink. That man got hit with a mean
Mink.
Oh man, Trisha Michelle, talk to us. What was your reaction when you started seeing these clips floating around?
All right, so I'm not even gonna lie. I've been so busy. I didn't even know this fight was occurring. I don't even know when this was marketed or announced. I have no clue. But I woke up or whatever what I was doing. What shall I say? I went on to Instagram and I'm scrolling and I'm like, wait a minute, who got knocked out? Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta slide over so I can see what's happening. I'm watching the clips and I'm like, oh wow, he really was fighting. Like,
It
I
was
can't
wild.
believe this happened. But you know, Ray J, he down for whatever.
Facts.
He gonna go for the bag even if it's stupid. So I'm not shocked he did, but now come on, Ray J. We ain't got to lie, Craig, at the end and say you didn't know it was gonna be real. Yes, you did. And low key, I'm not even gonna lie. That head said, boom, that head came back and he said, and his body was trying to can, but it can't, and then it just went. Like, he legit
Timber.
glitched. Like, yeah, Timber. He had the little mink, mink. Hey, he looked like them little toys that the kids be messing with. They press the little circles down. That's the 2 circles was right there. You can press one down, the other one will pop up bigger. Them things was up there. He was so
Oh,
up. He was so
oh,
up. But did y'all not see that now? I don't know if this is for real or not, so we will say this. So hold on. While we laughing at him. Supposedly he's in the hospital while they checking on his heart.
That's
oh yeah.
real.
Allegedly.
That's real. He been sick though,
Okay.
and that's what the crazy
But
part
no,
is.
he in there now. And
That's
that's why
what
I'm
I'm
like,
Yeah.
why would
saying.
you do
But
that?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's the crazy part that
Who
he would
cleared this?
even do this
Yeah.
because you already were having a health scare, months before this, and you had the heart issue, and they said he was somewhere and blood started coming out of his tear ducts,
Yeah,
like all
I
this
seen that.
crazy stuff, and then now you're in here fighting. You know what I'm saying? Not only just boxing, you're MMA, like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
boxing,
Bare
kicking
knuckle
on the
almost.
ground. Like this is crazy. Why would you do this? So it
He
makes
don't
no
care.
sense at all. But you know what?
It seems
Listen,
like he's on a little insane
Yeah.
mission when you learn like your life is kind of on the line or something. Like
Do
he's just
everything you
doing.
want to do. Yeah.
It just kind of seems like he's just kind of. We're seeing him in everything, good or
Yeah.
bad, whatever, smart, dumb, whatever. He's just kind of. He don't care at the moment. He gotta, I guess, live it up. Who knows?
that man
I
on
think that's
side. He
what it
on
is.
side quest. Man on
Agreed.
He's
side quest.
definitely on them side. Yeah, them side missions. He got a lot of them clearly, but
That's
he's
what I think
tripping.
it is. That's what I think it is
That's what it's
ultimately.
starting to feel like to me now. Because I'm like, I don't understand knowing your heart condition. Like even when you play sports, you got a heart murmur, you got to be cleared by a cardiologist. Like you can't really jump in there. They gotta
Right.
clear you to play. So to
What
know that, like what?
That's why some people are like, does he really have a heart issue? Like, I don't
I
know if
won't
he
do that because you know what they did to Chad and everybody else. They swear ain't nothing
right.
wrong. Something else, they talk mess or is it a lie? Is it for real? Is it that? So I'm gonna believe it.
well,
Right.
they cleared somebody cleared him, and he went in
Right.
there and got tore out the frame.
Now it's not
So
now it wasn't now FYI, it's not sanctioned. So it's not like it was through a governing body, which
oh
it
yeah,
Well,
wouldn't
I
be.
yeah,
mean,
we
they
know
still
it
Yeah.
wasn't,
he still had to
Yeah.
be medically cleared in
Right.
some type of way, I
Right.
guess.
I'm pretty
Like
sure
whether it's his
because
own medical personnel or whoever, somebody cleared him.
yeah,
Right.
because the events organizers, I'm pretty sure their legal
They
department,
don't want no
told him, hey,
lawsuits.
they have to have them, these checks and
Mhm.
Right.
balances in place, or they had to
He had to
sign off
sign
on
that
something.
away.
Yeah, he
Or
Yes.
had to
that,
sign
yeah,
sign a
Now,
waiver.
absolutely.
because
So
he's his own individual, you can't
yeah,
really make it. Remember, Brandy is his sister, so if she can't talk no sense into him, who's around him gonna make him do anything? So I'm sure he probably just signed off on it. Was like, man, I'm trying to pay these bills. I gotta live. I'm trying to, and he kind of hinted at that. So I could kind of see that was like the thing, but he just want to live it up. Don't
Mm.
yeah,
care.
well,
It'll be around forever. We'll see it forever. You know what I mean? From now, because it's on the internet now. So
Yeah,
yeah, that moment's gonna definitely live forever,
make
and
it last forever.
yeah, he did it for the clicks, for the likes, for the little bread, but it almost cost him his life, man. Because, that was pretty scary.
yeah.
It was funny. Shout out to Ben the Don though. He is an amazing fight interviewer. And after the
Yes.
fight, man, if you haven't
Hilarious.
seen the post fight interview, Ray J made accusations that the fight was supposed to be rigged, and that's what
Right.
everybody's been talking about the last few days.
Yeah.
But Ben the Don pointed at the knot, which was my favorite part of the night.
Look at that!
Like, I'm petty like that. I would do that myself. If somebody got into a fight and they had a knot, I would get close to them in proximity and point at the knot and say, see this knot on your head? I would like to point at the knot, almost touching the
Yeah.
knot, not touching it, but almost touching it. Get right up on it. Like, I'm petty like that. And that's what he did. So I enjoyed that part of it. Shout out to him, man.
He was
Good to catch
hilarious
y'all.
in that post-fight interview. It was hilarious. He did his thing. So, but I mean, again, that's you put the right people around and make it a great show, and yeah, you know you're gonna get the clicks and the views. And he kind of remind me of Dean the Great, fooling with AB right now. They kind of felt like it was like in that space, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and even with that, man, you know, shout out to AB for getting his bread, man. But I kind of feel bad for him because I
Me
kind of
too.
feel like they're making a mockery of him at the same
Oh,
time
Yeah,
with
he don't got
decision
the right
making.
people in his corner, man.
Yeah, because
but
he looks terrible. He looks terrible
AB
every
is
time I see him.
AB has had the right people in his corner. He still wouldn't listen.
Yeah,
So
I
but right
mean, that
now
don't mean you.
he
And
looks
he
terrible.
needed somebody that wasn't gonna give up on him, though, because
yeah,
right now it's bad, and a lot
yeah,
of them videos ain't gonna look good if somebody decided to sue him for something and go
yeah,
after him for something because he doing a lot too much to women, and
yeah,
the circle is letting it happen. Everything ain't got to be on video, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
definitely capitalizing off of it. So
yeah,
Mm,
but you know,
laugh at my pain, as they say, right?
I don't blame Adin Ross though, because you know Netflix has been, you know, capitalizing off of the, you know, similar things with the
yeah.
celebrities and putting the
Right,
celebrities out there to box. You know, people want to see it, and
right.
you know,
Mhm.
hey, rightfully so, make your money. And you know, also shout out to Netflix for popping off two great shows right now. The Crash documentary
Yeah.
that people been talking
Yeah,
about, and also Nemesis. If you have not seen the series
I've seen it.
Nemesis, you got
Watch
you
the whole
gotta
thing.
check
Yeah,
those joints
Yeah.
out. And you know, have your conversations in your circles, because you know, Nemesis is definitely a show that I think is gonna have some staying power, and you will see another season of that
I think
show
so.
yeah. I
again
mean,
for
they
sure.
have to after the way it ended. I mean, they have
Well,
to.
well, they
They
don't
Not
have.
have to do
necessarily.
anything,
Not necessarily,
but
Well,
but
they
they
true,
should.
could. They
true.
could,
It should,
and
but
they
right,
Right.
probably
it
will.
should because of yeah.
Yeah,
So
the way
yeah,
it ended, because
yeah,
but you know, there have been some shows that ended like that, and then
Hit
they
that
never
song.
seen the light of day again. So,
facts, facts.
you know, but one big thing
Go.
we want to talk about before we close out with Netflix is the Kevin Hart roast. We never did get a
Mm,
chance to really talk about
Mm,
that in depth, but there was a lot of layers to unpack with that, right? The biggest thing
yeah.
is I think people took away from it was that Cat Williams showed up, which
right.
Yeah.
was, you know, kind of shocking because, you know, of course we know Cat and Kevin have been beefing for years.
Mm.
So, like Cat said doing the thing, you know, you know, it must be bad when they go get your enemies to come up here. And then, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right, right.
So Trish Michelle, when you saw that, when you saw the roast or you saw the clips of the roast, what did you feel when you first saw Cat Williams come to the roast for Kevin Hart?
And, at first I was like, wait, who? When she was like, another K, Cat Will. I was like, oh, shoot. And he kept on his little cape. I was like, all right. But no, it put a smile on my face because, like, like you said, it's been beef for years. So I couldn't wait to hear what he had to say. He joked about things. He had his moment where he was talking about the things where he said he was an industry plant. It does make you wonder, like, now with all the other things that he said, like, kind of like, so was you just saying stuff, or like, and now it's just none of it is relevant, like what you said, because you wanted everybody to, say what you mean what you say, type of thing. And now it was, just talking kind of, but so it's kind of that part was kind of like, huh. But like I was watching a little interview earlier, Kevin Hart saying, like, they grown, like ain't nobody got time for this. No, the beef, the drama, and it's old. Like, shoot, I'm the type I'll be to forgot what the hell we was mad for. I don't even remember some stuff
Right.
sometimes. Like, it's to carry on for that long. Like, I think that's dope of them to be able to circle back. Definitely Cat Williams, somebody in the comedic industry that's just like amazing. And we got Kevin like at his prime and doing things that's pretty amazing. And so for them to get back cool, I hope I see some great stuff coming from the both of them collabing. Who knows? Like, I look forward to that. So I'm here for it. I'm glad they finally did squash the little beef that they had.
Right.
Pun intended.
Mhm.
Right.
All
Major
right.
pun intended.
All right. So Benji, since you're short too, how do you feel about this? How you feel about the
I
short
thought
convention?
I thought the roast was kind of boring within itself. And what made me turn it on was the clips saying Cat Wick, because I wanted to hear what he had to say. So, and he kind of, and the way he was introduced, the way Regina Hall introduced him, and
Mhm.
it was just totally unexpected because I don't think nobody anticipated him being there at all. So it kind of gave this mystique to the whole show. And as typical, he was hilarious, and he was, doing his thing as he should. But for the most part, like, I didn't I didn't find too many of them funny at the roast. So it was some jokes there that were kind of, like George Floyd jokes. I was like, that's so outdated. It just felt
Well,
like people were reaching and a lot of stuff going on, but I don't know.
I felt okay with all the jokes, but the George
Yeah.
Floyd joke, I felt like that was a bit much. That was
Yeah.
unnecessary, unneeded.
It's old. It's
Yeah,
what is
well,
it,
I
6 years
mean,
old?
it don't even matter with that. It just
It's
it
Yeah.
just
I
it
don't want
just
to say
wasn't the
that.
space for it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
say it's old because it's never gonna
Yeah,
expire because that's
yeah,
something that you want to make sure is relevant all the
yeah.
time.
It just
I mean,
But
if
wasn't a
it's a
space
taste,
for it.
it was
if it's a tasteful,
unnecessary.
funny joke, right? If it's a tasteful,
Well,
That
funny
that
but
joke,
part
I
was
you
get it.
unnecessary.
but
But
hold on though. You got to understand too. You're talking about a roast. It's not tasteful.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
very
so
roast
true.
itself
everything
Very
is
else,
true.
not
so
tasteful.
I'm not
Very
gonna
true.
lie, because they was talking about, oh, he was racist and he was that, but I heard racist on all ends as far as
That's
jokes
what I'm
and
Yeah.
saying. So the
remarks. So I'm
roast,
like, we can't just choose when to hear racism.
Right.
I
So
Right.
I
when
think the
like
biggest
that's
issue with this whole thing was a lot of people they only know certain types of comedy
I agree.
because
Mhm.
they haven't been immersed in comedy like some of us have. Like me, I
I
Yeah,
grew
that
agree.
up
old
on comedy,
school.
period.
I
So
agree.
I've seen roast of everybody. So I know what to expect from a roast. And a lot of these people don't even know what roast is because they don't call it that anymore for a lot of these people anyway, and you're up there, it's literally that. Like you're up there
Right.
talking crazy about
Like,
other people. You're talking bad about other people for the sake of comedy. So it's okay to come up there and say something that's crass, to say something
Crash
that's
out. Right.
that's 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 wild and outlandish because that's what it's supposed to be for. So if
mhm.
you don't understand it from that aspect, of course you're gonna be,
Yeah.
clutching your pearls when you hear certain stuff because you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they said something about Cheryl's husband who killed himself. I
Like
mean,
Yeah. Now,
they cleared it
now
with her
that.
actually.
Right.
Did y'all
Right.
did y'all did y'all know that? They cleared it with her. She
yes,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
like
That
not
part I
y'all, but
knew.
I mean like the world, like
Yeah.
and then my thing is y'all can't make it through that. Y'all wouldn't have made it through yo mama joke like because we was
Back in
coming
the
for
day. Right.
yo mama and yo daddy and yo aunties and everything.
I
Like so
mean,
it's just, you know,
I'm all for if it's funny, it's funny. Like I don't put it's
I
like a
found
limit
some
on it. If
stuff
it's
that
funny, it's
was
funny.
actually
but
Some
funny.
of
The
funny
it
is
shock
wasn't.
relative
factor to
too.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
was some I was like, "Ooh," but it was one of those like, "Ooh, okay." Like, shots fired. Like I
Right,
liked
right.
it. I wasn't I
Yeah,
now
I
shame on the
enjoyed it.
people that feel like Kevin should have stopped it and said something and did
No, no, no.
Kevin knows too. Like he's not no all these y'all sensitives don't watch comedy, man. Y'all not it's not for y'all.
Yeah,
Everything was approved. I know for a fact. They was
but
reading off the teleprompter for the most part. So it wasn't like they were just throwing stuff out there. They,
but
they
it
knew
wasn't
all this
his
stuff
it
going
wasn't
ahead of
his
time.
job to stop anybody,
Right,
right? The
right,
the
right,
roasters was for him. Like they're
right,
Yeah,
supposed to be saying stuff about him and the other people on the panel. And I
right.
think
right,
that was my biggest issue with the George Floyd thing is George Floyd's not on the panel. George
Yeah,
Floyd's
that's the
not
only
even in the
part.
land of the living.
right,
Like what
It's
does he
like
have to
crickets, like,
even do
huh?
with this? Right? So like that was the crazy part to me, but other than that, I enjoyed it. I
right,
laughed, and just the same thing with the Tom Brady one before. Like I had a good time watching it, and I think the people did what they were supposed to do. So shout out to the comedians that were brave enough to do that in this day and time because it's a risk.
right,
It's a risk to do that type of comedy in the to the end time of cancel culture and people trying to get you up out of here and taking opportunities from you because of something that you said, in the name of comedy.
right,
It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
joke and people just take it too seriously, so I mean, it is what it is, but I think it's also a learning experience moving forward. Will we see more of these roasts? That's a question that we'll have to we'll have to see, moving forward because of sometimes things get
Everything's too
cut short.
sensitive. Ruin
Yeah,
everything.
because people are too sensitive. So
right.
But
so
you don't
shout
even
out.
wash your ass.
Maybe that's why it's sensitive. Is
That
because if
might
you
be a little
if you don't
raw.
watch something, yeah, if you don't watch something for a while, it probably gonna get raw on you.
Yeah,
So
that's the
Just
problem.
raw.
They can't
Just
take nothing
raw.
else.
yeah, hey,
Ugh.
because I ran into this has nothing to do with that. This is just context. I ran into a guy, a homeless guy, and I asked him. I said, "Man, you have an opportunity to take showers and things of that nature. You have shelters around here that allow people maybe not to stay there, but the opportunity to come and at least take a shower and get a hot meal. Why don't you take advantage of that? He said, man, sometimes I'm so dirty that when I go actually take a shower, it hurts because of the dirt on my skin, the infections that I've, attained on the streets and blah, blah, blah. He was
Yeah.
telling me all this stuff. And I was like, see, these are things that we don't know because we don't get a chance to ask these people and have
Yeah.
conversations with them, right? To
Right.
understand. So now we do understand that, there's different ways to wash yourself. And Benji puts the soap between his cheeks. So,
And then he
the
washes his
bar,
hands
the
with it in his
bar of
face.
soap, the bar of soap.
The bar
And
soap, man.
he put the whole bar in there.
Take
Just
that.
sounds so bad when you say it. When a man
just,
says it, it
I'm
just
just
sounds
saying,
bad.
man, it's
sounds
the
bad.
truth. You know what I'm
Sounds
saying?
bad.
Hey, man, I'm your cousin, so it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? We cool on that. We cool on that. But just in case y'all need it, pause. There you go.
Just you
Just in case y'all
wouldn't
need
be.
it.
You just
He
I'm
get
just
down to that
saying.
little tiny little piece of soap too. He's still gonna get in there.
I mean, you got to wash
It
it.
might disappear in there, so y'all might know where it went.
Yuck.
Mama said at all costs, wash.
Yuck.
She was very adamant about make sure you wash. You know what I'm
I know
saying?
that.
Don't you come out of this bathroom
She
smelling
didn't tell
shower,
you to do it the way that she
smelling
do
like.
it, but I'm gonna leave you alone.
I mean, you got to remember, we didn't have exfoliating gloves back in her day.
No, the other stuff that's happening with the whole everything from everything. I'm gonna leave you where you at. I'm
got to use a glove. You got to use the bow. You got to get the liquid soap. I mean, there's some layers to this, Patricia. You know what I'm saying?
No, there is.
You can't use soap. You can't use soap down there.
I mean, y'all gotta be careful too. Too much to that, get it. Yeah,
that's what I'm telling you. Though, you know what I'm saying?
And some of y'all, let me.
and you ain't, and some of y'all ain't using no soap.
And some of y'all not snip properly, so y'all got to do extra cleaning. So make sure y'all do it.
You know you ain't winning. Oh,
that turtleneck.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
You were born with.
If you clean and you didn't clean and then it pulled back and you stink.
Listen, you got to grow back the skin.
The smegma.
You got to roll it back. I'm just
saying. Put that little turtle thing back in there.
I'm just saying, it's levels to this life. You know what I'm saying? There's natural things you got to do. You get what I'm saying? You know, some of y'all cheeks is bigger than other people's. You get what I'm saying? So there's extra precautions and things. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? You know?
She said dudes out here thick.
Hey, get double cheeked up.
Hey, man.
Double cheeked.
All right, man.
Rest in peace to my man. Rest in peace to my man, but double cheeked up. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah, man. Great guy. Great guy.
Negroes that stick out here, man. Oh man, this is hilarious. This is the guts.
All right, man. Let's get up out of here, man. Trisha Michelle, let the people know something before we get up out of here.
Oh man, there's so much to say.
Wash. You gotta wash.
Do not follow Benji's washing routine. I don't care if you got to chat GPT what to do properly. Please wash properly. Please put on clean clothes. Please brush your teeth and don't quickly like your breath stank. You'll put your stank on your ass back in the room. Go back to the sink and go brush your teeth over again. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, please go back. Please. And just look good. Like you wonder why you ain't pulling nobody because you look tore the hell up.
Ooh,
you
that's a good one. Tell them.
Roll out the bed. You look like all you gonna do is get some hit. No shit, but
whoa,
but wait a minute. That's a good thing.
I'm just saying. It just rhymed. It just rhymed.
That's a good thing.
It just rhymed. But no, I'm just saying that's how you good for it. I said ain't nothing else quality about you. Anywho, y'all can take that and not even look at that and go and put her out the door and she's going about her way and gotta look like nothing. Anywho, please take care of yourselves, y'all. Y'all can find me at Trisha Michelle _TM on Instagram. TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. You already know what I'm gonna say. If you don't know what I'm gonna say, it's probably because you don't wash your ass. If you don't follow the Fire Session, don't come looking for me because that's where you'll find me every Tuesday. Okay.
You gotta wash.
Okay. All right.
That's
right.
it, you know.
All right. Benji Banks, the man brand. Talk to the people, man.
Man, listen, it was raw.
Oh, it was,
raw.
huh?
It was raw.
You go, baby, I like it raw.
Remember we said if you didn't wash them cheeks, that's what's gonna happen to you. He know.
Man, listen, folks, it's going raw without washing, without rolling back the skin. It's just a lot of, you ain't using soap. It's just a lot going on in the world today. And we're just trying to help y'all. You get what I'm saying? Because anytime I think you will run into either one of us, you know what I'm saying? We ain't going to be musty. You know what I'm talking about? Teeth going to be brushed. You know what I'm saying? Patricia going to have her hair back, forehead going to be glistening. You know what I'm saying? Ken gonna be, you know what I'm saying, bearded
clean forehead, though. Clean
you know what
forehead.
I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no crust in the eyes, you know what I'm talking about? We're gonna be straight, you know what I'm saying? You use a Q-tip right now in the ear, it ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, 50 shades of brown on that joint. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be pretty, you know what I'm saying, pristine and taken care of. So we're just trying to hook y'all up. Roll the skin back, do what you got to do, use a soap. If you double cheeked up, make sure, because we know you ain't using a bidet. We know you because you probably ain't even heard what a bidet. So you ain't wiping properly. Some of y'all got them long fingernails and you ain't just listen. We're just trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Fire Session is in. Ken said we put the medicine in the candy.
Ken's face is killing me right now. Look, yeah. Rub up against your favorite people. Shut up. That's all I thought about when he said they raw and they ain't do something raw. And I was like, and then they letting them put it in raw. So hey.
It's a struggle out here, y'all.
Hey,
and we
that
try
may
to
not
help.
be the safest method, but it feels the best.
Yeah, okay. They ain't clean right, and they left a little bit of suds in that little underskin, and they going there.
It gonna mess you up.
Maybe that's where that bar of soap ended up coming out of.
Oh man, see, that's outrageous. Just wow, just outrageous.
Here. At this point,
wow. Listen,
check all your skin before you exit the shower.
Life has taken a clearly
and women wash
different
under
turn.
them
I mean, you got to what? You got
Summers are coming. Summers are coming.
You got to do what you need to do. All right. So, but you know, man, listen, it's just so many places you can find me at. I mean, but when you find me, I'm gonna be washed. You know what I'm saying? But you can find me at church. If you need nice church, I got you. You need something to eat, I got your back like a car seat. You need your wig done, your hair pressed, your silk pressed. Shout out to the wig installer that I'm about to add to my shop. That's a whole nother story. And potentially might be opening up Co Beauty too out here in Marietta, the men's lounge. So keep that on the lock. Keep that in your forehead. So, but we everywhere. We all over the web like a tarantula, as funny salesmen say. And if you're trying to find me, hit me up in the DM. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure you're solid. I'll make sure you get to a nice spot. And you know, you can always find us on the Fire Session. So, I mean, we here. You know what I'm saying? Just come by, check us out. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Well, y'all already know you've been rocking with Trish Michelle, Benji Banks, and Big Kid in the Fire Session. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe on all platforms. Make sure you don't miss the next session. And remember, if it did not challenge you, it did not change you. Until next time, keep your energy high and your circle solid. Stay lit. It's a Fire Session. Peace.
And use soap.